Hey good people of the internet, it's Tommy Kelly here once again from adventuresinmovie.com and the40servants.com. And in this video I want to talk about tree servants. And the reason I want to do this is because I think it will be best explained if I explain them all together. Otherwise I'll do 3 videos and be just referring back to each other things, because these servants are kind of similar in nature but different enough that obviously they warranted their own servant. So the 3 I'm going for is the father, the guru, and the librarian. And all 3 of these are about kind of guidance, teaching, education, learning, and all that sort of stuff. And so we'll start with the father. Now, the father, as you can imagine, is the father figure, and just think of it as the relationship. In a divination, it would be signify a person maybe coming into life, or the need for that person. In a magic sense, you can use it just to ask for guidance or these for each of these. So the father figure, think of it as a father-child relationship where he's looking out for the child, guiding the child in ways of, what's the best route in life, the best way to approach things, basic kind of life experience lessons, emotional energy, like learning how to deal with things, how to become a good person, a tough person, moral things, learning how life affects you, like how to cope with bereavements or relationships, all those things where you need a guiding hand in the general, not nastiness of life, but the hardships of life, things that are hard to deal with, and guidance through that. Now, the father, as opposed to the mother, one aspect of the mother is also, a mother, but the father will deal in tough love in that he will allow the child to make mistakes so that the person learns. Ultimately, he still has the same goals as the mother or anyone was for the child, that the child becomes happy and good and learns things, but he's quite willing to let the person burn their fingers by putting the hand in the fire so that they don't do it again, rather than just saying, don't do that. Because sometimes we need to go through these lessons, these life lessons, to learn. Like, it's all right, good, and knowing about love and heartbreak, but until you've gone through heartbreak, you don't really know what it is. So the father would allow you to go through that. So it's still, this father is about guidance, wisdom, emotional support, emotional issues. He would be used in times of, where there's a hardship, like say dealing, as say, with bereavement or with life lessons or things that we all have to go through. Certainly, like moving out of home, or if things like, how to deal with people that have become old and you now need looking after and stuff. Any of these kind of life transition things that we have to deal with, or new movements, or breakup of relationships, all that's the guidance scenario. That's what he's for. Okay, so the next in the trinity is the guru. And the guru would be like a one-on-one relationship, like a real guru, like a teacher to a student type relationship, where you will learn the practical skills or the knowledge of how to do things. So think of the father as the why. The father is he will explain the why of, you have to go through these things in life to become a better person. You have to deal with these things because that's what human nature is, the why. The guru will teach you the how, the actual step-by-step practical ideas of what it is that you're trying to do. So if you want to, like say, the guru, and you're learning a computer program, the guru in this trite example would show you step by step how to use. It would be like a how-to or step-by-step guide. That's kind of the approach the guru would. It's teaching you the actual knowledge, the useful how to do things, rather than why you must do these things. And I'll quickly bring in the librarian, which would be the theory, the books, the knowledge behind it. So you have the why from the father, the how, and then the theory behind it by the librarian. So if we take an example of, I don't know, studying or something, the father would tell you, you have to go to college because you have to go to college to, and that's the thing that people do in life or whatever. The guru would be the guy, the teacher at the college, who teaches you the actual subject that you were learning. And the librarian would help you with, as a librarian would, the books, the theory, the actual, the fundamentals behind it, if that makes sense. So they're kind of 3 very closely knit together, but 3 very different areas. And in a sense, the guru would have the most spiritual kind of thing in the sense of like the classic Indian guru, in that it will show you, like, teach you how to meditate, teach you how to astral project, um, teach you Kabbalah, teach you whatever it is that you're trying to learn in a spiritual sense. Would be very, you would still go to the guru rather than, say, the librarian, who wouldn't teach you how to use Kabbalah. The librarian would show you the theory of, and it's not the practice, whereas the guru shows you, how to use it, how to actually use it, how to do the thing, how to meditate, rather than reading a book about meditation. And the father would tell you why you should meditate and guide you through the meditation. So, in any of those aspects, of course, you can use a magic element to it to increase that kind of thing. If you need guidance on a life transition or some sort of problem that you have to deal with, and what's the best way to deal with it, or how do I become a person who can deal with all these kind of life things, to follow. If you need theory, the librarian. I need more theory. I need to know more about astrology, the actual thing, not to do astrology, to learn what the theory is. And if you need someone to actually teach you how to do astrology, in this example, the guru would be the person. Now, obviously, there's other kind of elements to it as well, but in this kind of trinity of things, that's the best way to explain them. So I hope that helps. I hope that makes a bit of sense. And if it doesn't, just leave a comment below, or send me an email, talk to me on Facebook. I'm on Twitter at Tommy Kelly. AdventureMovie.com is the blog. The40servants.com if you want to buy the deck or know more about it or any of that stuff. And there's a newsletter, goes out every Tuesday. Blah blah blah. All the stuff's on AdventureMovie.com if you want to check it out. So I'll talk to you in the next video.